clear. Well, we got gate capped by Daedalus, so let's do the next run, where we hopefully get to pass Daedalus. Space Prism molded engine upgrade. Wow, these are top tier cards, all of them. And we are facing the Spell Consume Seraph. Check strips as well. With the double Space Prism it's a little bit necessary, and these clans don't really have good way to deal with backlines. So it's probably check strips. No, the colonies are actually pretty good. You just need to upgrade them first and then create the copies, so you will get upgraded all, so you will get all of them upgraded, and they are only one capacity, and they will get plus 20 attack once you get 4 of them together and finish a battle with them. So you can easily have a one capacity like 40 power multi-striker or even 30 power double multi-striker, which will hit 3 times. So these things can be real strong. All these cards kind of support a Gorge build, and even though I'm more of a fan of Trample Penumbra, the Gorge could be quite strong here. Let's look at the banners. We do have an Umbra banner here and an Umbra banner here. Remnant banners aren't until after Daedalus, so I'm unlikely to make a Remnant based reform build. So these moldeds are most likely gonna be focused on morsels. And that means the Glutton Penumbra is probably gonna be more impactful for us in the long run. Non-boss enemy units get +4 attack. We should be able to do that easily if we set up on the top floor. We do have check strip to take care of the backliners, and our Penumbra will grow big enough to deal with any frontliners that reach the top. Let's bring back one of these mortals to get another buff on Penumbra. We will be at 29 attack, so we will need some additional damage on this guy. We can use engine upgrade. This guy's gonna be at exactly 29 health, so that's okay. Let's play out these guys first, and then use engine upgrade on the bottom floor. Next turn there will be the boss combat here, so there's nothing to play there anyways. Let's dig for some more morsels. I meant let's dig for some more shade splitters, rubble morsels. Let's prevent some damage to Penumbra with the tanky morsel here. 5 and 9 damage. That means we want the drag in the backline actually. Let's play these shade splitters for another 2 rubble morsels, because why would we ever get something else? And finally we can... Hey! It's not a rubble morsel! We don't need the morsels, but I just wanted to see if we could get something else. Yeah, check strips are really good with if you have no good way of dealing with backlines, like Umbra Remnant often has the problem of dealing with backlines, not being able to deal with backlines. Mine Collapse could take out some of the more tanky backlines for us, but it's not that important. I think I want Immortal Trade actually, just so we have a good way of dealing with bosses a bit better. None of these really excite me. We already have 2 moldeds in the deck, I don't really need a third. Yeah, let's skip. Wickless Baron, Crucible Warden, Lady of the House. I mean, with the molders, the Lady of the House could be okay-ish, but that's about it. I do think I need another unit to help with the early game, so I will take the Lady of the House, but I won't be happy about it. Double stack on the Immortal trade could work out, but it's not gonna be amazing for us just yet. We don't have anything that benefits from magic power. We don't... Cost reducing these molders is nice, but we don't really need cost reductions yet. They could still be worth it for the future. Holdover molder could be decent, especially if we cost reduce it to get a morsel back every turn. The spell upgrades don't seem that great. Let's go for the unit upgrades instead. We have Shadow Eater and Shadow Siege. Shadow Eater not that important if we check strips. I'd rather have something that deals with frontliners a bit better. And Shadow Siege is just unplayable right now and will be for quite a while. I'll skip. Quick. Quick is definitely not what I'm looking for here for the Lady of the House. Maybe I should just reroll. Hope we get a cheap multi-strike here. And if not, we can still buy the small upgrades. These small upgrades are not what I'm looking for. Let's stop purchasing a Train Steward. Yeah, that didn't turn out that great for us. We basically got nothing from that left side. Mark of Invasion, easy with the check strips. It only makes setting up the Penumbra a bit harder. Quite a bit harder. Looks like we have to set up Penumbra on the bottom floor. And then Lady of the House on the next floor to take out this Forged Disciple. Drag behind her to take out the Reconciler. And let's use the Space Prison so we can play more Mortals on the bottom floor. Oh, yeah, right, the Reconciler dies, obviously. But we do get a Collector now, that's great. Train Steward really wants to be in front here. Because Train Steward needs to kill the Disciple Protector, so our stronger units can hit the Forged Disciple instead. Which we probably... I forgot about check strips again. Or rather, I forgot that this guy was gonna be so close to that that he dies to check strips. But we should be fine, we don't really need to deal with this guy, it's just in case something goes wrong. And it looks like something is going wrong. Now we will only take 2 damage to this guy because he's already weakened. It's 10 damage a turn, so we will last for 3 turns. Hit him. Train Steward should do more damage over 4 turns. 20 damage over 18 a drag. But we can play 2 drags, so it's actually an easy choice. 2 drags is a lot more damage. And then we engine upgrade this floor, because it's gonna be frozen anyways. These guys die. A drag blocks as well as a Train Steward here. I could put the drag in the back. Would be able to hit twice. That's actually better. And we might actually get the kill on this guy. That won't do it just yet. Oh, the molded is actually an easy way to do it with the Lady of the House. Okay, that was pretty close, but we managed to only take 2 damage here, so I'm kind of happy. I'm actually quite happy. Making of a morsel is great, because once we have a morsel miner in our graveyard, we can use the molded to bring them back over and over again, and then molded turns into a cheaper and better making of a morsel. And draft is also pretty nice, helps deal with a big front line and can be reformed to do the same thing again. Let's go to the right. The left side doesn't really offer much for us. Alloy construct, it's actually solid. It's more than solid even. It's amazing. What do I want on this construct? Quick and attack? It could work out for us. Maybe we need a little more power on the construct. Maybe it should be able to deal with a double front line. He needs to be in the front, yes. But with quick, that's not that big of a deal, especially with check strips. And the morsels are gonna be more defensive than offensive. Because there's a morsel that gives health, there's a morsel that gives lifesteal, and there's a morsel that gives health and damage shield. While there's only 2, not counting the morsel miner, it's both damage and health. And then there's the magma morsel that gives attack, and the lifesteal morsel also gives health. And obviously the rubble morsel gives neither. So in general, the defensive value is gonna be greater than the damage boost we will get from the morsels. So maybe I'm just looking to maximize damage, which would mean re-rolling and hoping for multi-strike. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Here's multi-strike. Here's attack. Could also give the attack to the draft, that wouldn't be bad either. But I think it's better on the construct. Now our Lady of the House is kind of obsolete. We are fighting Consume Seraph, so I will take the Ember Stasis to get the 100 damage from playing a Blight card. These 3 Blights we add to our deck won't be that great. Yeah, we'll often be molding the miner, but I think the draft is a nice asset because sometimes we just need to kill a frontliner right now, and draft can provide that for us. This is a big issue. Can definitely not play the alloy construct on the top. I think Lady of the House goes on the bottom. I don't really care about her anymore. And the top floor is capacity reduced, so feeding units is gonna be a bit harder there. Maybe we put Penumbra behind the Lady, but that means we have to wait for her to die, so that's not great either. Yep, that's exactly why I made these considerations. These bombs, they are quite deadly. Engine upgrade on the bottom floor, then it's making of a morsel, so our construct starts doing things. And the drag catches one of the bomb hit. We do need a lot more morsel generation. I can tell you that much. This bottom floor is unsafable. And this drag is a bit of a problem as well. We're not gonna play too many monsters on the top floor right now. So I do want to get the drag out of the deck. Yeah, we can't really save the Penumbra in a reasonable way. These guys will all die to the check strips, so that guy also doesn't really need more damage. If I put the draft in the front, the morsel will get eaten by the draft instead. I wish I could save the Penumbra, but that's not possible. Let's play out the draft anyways. Gonna at least save the construct. I might have to let this Forge Disciple pass. I can't really afford to play the Calcified Ember here. I need to play these Shade Splitters. My construct needs to be better defended. And this will save quite a bit of HP on the construct. I do think I will need the lifesteal on the construct. I could see getting back a Lady of the House here, putting it behind the construct. To get some more damage output against Daedalus. And we will just take the 6 damage from this guy. Yeah. Well, let's think about this. Daedalus is gonna hit us once against the damage shield, then we will heal up. He will hit us against the damage shield again. And then we would have 35 health. So he will hit us 3 more times. 4 more times because we have 40 health. Yeah, so we win either way. Doesn't really matter. I can just play it then. Actually it's not quite enough. Why is it not enough? Oh, because we only have fuel for 3 hits. But with more fuel it will be enough. Well, not 3 turns of combat. Bounty Stalker, Wretch, Devourer of Death. I can't pass on a Bounty Stalker this early. This will be a secondary game plan. We will do Bounty Stalker stuff while we do other stuff as well. That is gonna require some Ember, but we do have the engine upgrade. We do also have the Space Prism, so I think I want draw first. Free Relic and double card removal. Count me in. Forever Flame. Yeah. Yeah, Forever Flame is great. Helps us set up a lot more easily. And then we start removing... These Transient are actually not a big issue anymore. They are still the worst cards in the deck. I still need the Shade Splitters because I don't have better morsel generation. So... And the Drags are still a bit easier to get rid of and a bit more impactful as well. Let's go for some more Gorge. Ideally, I would want some more morsel generation. That should work out for us. It's a bit scary. But we do have a lot of front-loaded damage with Alloy, Construct, Penumbra. These Absolvers won't die to the jackstraps, so these are gonna be an issue. I still think we can do this trial, mostly because the Absolvers won't prevent us from playing units. This is a pretty good start. Penumbra on the middle floor. And the Construct boats on the top. Construct on the top. Construct doesn't need fuel just yet. Not yet on this turn. I would love to be able to play the Bounty Stalker. I shouldn't have played the Drag here. Is there a way for me to get rid of the Bounty Stalker? Not really. Just need to keep him in the deck. Play him out later. So now we need to start fueling the Construct. So we can actually get the kill on this guy. Currently we are doing 105 damage, which is exactly enough to deal with these guys. But we should start... yeah, the stats definitely want to go on the Construct. Play another drag here on the bottom floor. And I want increased capacity here. I think, yeah. Now we have to deal with some of these Scorches. I could get the kill against the Clip Guardian here, but it... no, I can't really afford to do that. Let's engine upgrade this bottom floor. Bring back the Morsel Miner. So we can keep our Construct fueled. At least a little bit longer. And let's also play out the Train Steward. And then increase the capacity of the top floor. I'm unlikely to be ever playing more than 3 mortals here. But I might play another unit behind the Construct. We can't kill this Absolver unless we play the Calcified Ember, and we would take quite a bit of damage if we do that. This draft is not gonna be very useful in this combat, so let's just throw him away. So he's available for reforms at least. Play out these cards. We definitely need better defense on our Construct. Life Steal is gonna help. And we also need more fuel as well. I will take the damage from the Weight of Contrition here. This is gonna be very close, or maybe not even close. Maybe we just simply lose. Let's see. We can block some damage with the drag. We can also play 2 more morsels. Jeweler might make a difference. Yeah. Jeweler was actually great because it blocks a hit for 13. Whew, that was something. Combustible wax. Yeah. I don't really want my burnout units to burn out, they just happen to do it whether I want it or not. Excavation Eruption wouldn't be terrible. Void Binding... Void Binding is a bit hard to use. It's very powerful, that's for sure. But we already have a similar card in Immortal Trade that's gonna be good for bosses. Hard to use otherwise. Is there a Merchant of Magic in the next area? There is none. There is a Merchant of Steel though, which I'm likely to visit. Am I willing to carry Excavation Eruption past the next floor to get it cost reduced later? No, I don't think so. Prism Retrieval? Probably not. Subsuming Blade, Memories of the Melted, engulfed in smoke. Well, Memories of the Melted is just a huge energy gain. And let's go to the left to upgrade our Bounty Stalker. Wickstone is not that great on him with the combustible wax, so maybe I don't even want to upgrade him. Just because with the combustible wax he's not really gonna be that important to our strategy. Relic and dupe. What would I dupe? Not much to dupe. Let's go to the left. I could still see me upgrading the Bounty Stalker with Endless, for example. Let's reroll for some upgrades on the draft. And I will keep some gold for the next area. Monster Rail Spike. Why can I not get the Spell Rail Spike? Oh, you can only use it on spells that actually benefit from magic power. Let's put that on Train Sword, I guess. To get it out of the deck. And let's move on. Ugh. That's a Crystal Cloak. The Spell Shield at least doesn't matter at all, because we don't have any damage spells. And these Stealth Guides will just die to the check strips. I think we should keep putting Penumbra before the Alloy Construct. What am I gonna do with you guys though? Don't really need them right away. Let's just get these killed and put the draft behind the Penumbra. That might not be a great idea. It's probably safer to put him on the top floor for now. Shade Splitter. I definitely need more morsel generation. The Memories of the Melter might still be useful. And this drag also not very easy to get rid of right now. Let's just keep him around for now. Oh, hi Implodelic! Nice to see you here. Welcome to the stream. This is a bit troublesome. Our Penumbra is still very, very small. We do have a decent amount of damage here on the top floor with the draft. So this guy will die in one hit from the construct. So we have 70, 120 damage against the backline, which is gonna be enough. No, it's actually not. Bring back the magma morsel. And let's start getting some feeding done here on the top floor. I do want to increase the capacity of this room as well as this room. And I guess we could add some damage here with the Bounty Stalker. He won't die next turn though. Let's put him on the bottom instead. With the morsels we should have the damage we need on the top. And we do. Let's put the engine upgrade to work. Start heating a construct. You know what? I'll even put a drag behind the penumbra because there's enough room. We do have plenty of space, but not enough morsels. I do need to keep generating morsels. We will be killing with the alloy construct. And I will play out this train steward. Not gonna get enough morsels for that floor. This will at least deal with some of the stealth, but not a whole lot. It's too early to get the draft back. We still need morsels. I can get the draft back later, in case I happen to have the opportunity. And I think I do want the immortal trade to be up. I might need that lifesteal. This floor is just to get rid of additional stealth. So this guy will take 1 hit, 2, 3 hits, and these guys will burn out. So he will have 3 stealth remaining, which is gonna be a problem, because we can't survive that long on the top floor. So now our primary goal is to survive some more turns here. And there we go. That's just enough. Engine upgrade, Kindle, Ambercash. Ambercash seems okay. It's just okay. Does help a bit with consume Seraph at the end. A little bit. Still no morsel generation though. Yeah, I do want to get rid of these calcified embers. They are gonna be a lot less impactful after Fell. And I mostly took the event because of the Ember Stasis, which I only want for the final fight, so I can play the Blights we get shuffled into our deck from Consume Seraph to deal 100 damage each when we play them. Wicked Blaze, that could actually be kind of useful. I would like another Reform card, especially one that is more powerful to bring back the draft with. And in case we don't get any morsel generation at all, we need to make our own morsel generation from these reform cards. Card removals would be nice. They are not highly important because we would only remove drags. Spell upgrades can be very helpful, as well as the Conceal Cavern, which does have the potential to help out as well. Bone Shine, Bone Rattler. I will take a Bone Shine. We might need some Pyre Healing to get to the point where we can actually start scaling well. Holdover? Holdover is very nice. Definitely want a Holdover Molded. More so than a Holdover Wicker Place, because the Wicker Place is a bit more expensive. And we mostly use the Holdover Molded. Misclicked. We mostly use the Holdover Molded to upgrade, to get back our Muscle Miners, to upgrade the Alloy Construct. Let's also reroll Consume Removal. I mean, Consume Removal on Memories of the Melted would allow us to generate a ton of energy multiple times, but is that actually useful? It's cost reduce the making of the morsel, and then we remove one of the dregs. Okay. I think I do want to generate the morsels here. Rubble morsels, how nice. Do want to start growing Penumbra, and I don't really want him to be on the top floor, because that's where our construct goes, and the middle floor is capacity reduced, so can't really put him there. Let's place the construct. Start reforming some of these morsels and generate a bunch more on top of that. We do need a little bit of fuel to kill this Guardian, but for now I want to keep growing my Penumbra. The capacity increase would be nice on the bottom floor, but I don't really want to give this guy armor. But I guess it's okay. If I play Bounty Stalker in the front here, that means I couldn't feed any morsels this turn. But I don't really want to feed the morsels to the Penumbra this turn. So let's do exactly that. And let's get some damage onto this middle floor. Could play a drag as well, but it's not really gonna be great. I will waste the drag on the bottom floor. Okay, we should be fine dealing with this guy here on the top floor this turn. The Bounty Stalker dies, so now I can go back to feeding Penumbra. Let's bring back the most impactful morsel we have available. Should have put it in the front to block the hit for the construct. I'm definitely getting this morsel back as well. Our Penumbra is growing a bit too slow. I think I need to use the morsels here on the top floor instead. We still have enough to kill this frontliner. And then let's just use the Bone Shine for just 2 health. We still have to kill on this. Yeah, we do. We can still kill these despite the armor. Let's bring back the Umbra morsel again. Ah, finally a better morsel. That lifesteal model is gonna do a whole lot for us this fight. Let's keep Penumbra healthy a bit longer. I am a bit worried, but I think we might be able... Finally the making of a morsel. I think we might be able to get there. On the construct. Make it big enough. Not really much room to play this dragon. I don't want it to be on the top floor. This guy is actually starting to do quite a bit of work. I could go wicked place on the draft, but to be entirely honest, I want to get more morsels now that we actually have some decent ones to bring back. Rubble could still go on the bottom. It would be eaten by the bounty stalker, never mind. And the next hand has memories of the melted, so let's Ember Drain here to get more lifesteal. I do want to stack up some lifesteal on this guy. 27 Ember this turn. Ah, there's another lifesteal morsel. 15 damage. Actually, this morsel is tanky enough to be in the front. Very nice. Not really. Doesn't really matter because the construct has lifesteal anyways. Let's put this guy on the front so our Penumbra at least gets to hit once. And we use the other one for fuel. We need quite a bit of lifesteal for this to work out. But we are getting more and more lifesteal every turn. Some damage shield as well. Not quite enough just yet. But we can add a lot of damage to the top floor, to be honest. First of all, this Morsel Excavator could block hits of Fel from Fel, but with the lifesteal that's not even necessary. And then Bounty Stalker is gonna add a lot of damage as well. And we have to kill. That was close. Yeah, that helps. Reg is definitely helpful. It could be capacity now, but we still need more morsel generation, so it's actually draw. Draw is morsel generation for us because drawing more cards means drawing more cards to generate morsels. I could afford a relic with the Forgotten Boons, and there are quite a few relics which actually generate morsels, so I will try. Okay, Fossilized Fangs. That doesn't generate morsels, but that helps. Helps a lot. Now our primary target is once again gonna be Penumbra. Primary feed target. Yeah, this is helpful. Makes it a bit easier to get morsels past sweep units. And now that we have the Fossilized Fangs, it's definitely this Penumbra. And I think we should be able to get him big enough to just demolish everything. We can use the Bounty Stalker to deal with some of the more annoying early units. It's not gonna be quite enough, but still something. Alloyed Construct on the bottom floor. Not sure. I think the middle floor had to be Draft plus Lady of the House. We do play out the self-mutilation. Oh! I didn't even see that there's so much damage. I kind of ignored the Purifier's damage because they usually don't do a lot of damage. But I think it's okay, we don't need the Alloy Construct necessarily. Although these Purifiers will be painful, I admit that. We do need the Bounty Stalker and some other things to take out these Steel Wings for us. This is gonna be rough. We can get a big Penumbra, but that's not gonna be enough to kill these Gilded Wings behind these guys. This Gilded Wing will wreck us. We will take 90 damage to it. We'll actually die to this wave. I was thinking, yeah, we can take the damage from the attack upgrade, but I was thinking, can our Pyre take the damage from the attack upgrade? And it turns out our Pyre can't. And it also turns out I needed a Construct. I need a Penumbra on the bottom floor to kill these frontliners, and then the Construct to kill these backliners. So our giant Penumbra just won't do the job here. Yeah. If we had found some amount of morsel generation earlier, I wouldn't have had to make such desperate plays over and over again, and we would be in a better spot. Usually it's not too much to ask to get some morsel generating cards, but the only one we found was actually Making of a Morsel. And Wretch at the end. So yeah, Wretch would have helped.